Oh boy. Here we go.
Back again.
Yeah. So, you have a topic.
Yeah, so I posted recently just kind of 11 pictures of the past 11 years of my Jeep, and just kind of the changes it's gone through and everything like that. And our buddy Matt commented on it that, wow, you've been in that Jeep for that a time. I've built 7 different rigs in that same amount of time. Right? So our topic today, is it, I don't know if it's better or not, but it's a question. Is it better to spend all that time in one vehicle or spend a little bit of time in several vehicles? Right? Like, I think that's our topic.
Well, this is not a topic I can speak with any authority or experience on. So it's great. It's going to be just like all the other topics we talk about. I've had 3 Jeeps. I've owned 3. First one never got wheeled, other than, some forest roads and a camping trip.
What color was that Jeep?
That was silver. Yeah, silver with a black
I've never even
top.
seen a picture of that Jeep. What was it, JKU?
It was sport.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it was my daily driver. Going off-road never even crossed my mind, really, other than that, normal shit. And then I have the rig that I'm currently driving. And for a brief time, an XJ.
That XJ got us through some good times.
It did. Some real excitement with that.
Some of you may remember Wheel Every Weekend.
Yeah. So I can't really say, because all of my.
Can you speculate?
Well, I mean, I can give my brief experience driving the XJ off-road, after running the other thing for so long. I think it's your seat time is going to influence your driving regardless of the vehicle. So some specifics of the rig will change your style, but it's based on your experience, right? Let me explain.
Yeah, please explain that.
So going to a vehicle where I know the steering is light duty, right? The axle's light duty, but it's also a light vehicle, right? The XJ is super light.
Smaller tires, everything.
Didn't carry anything in there, not even a set of jumper cables. It was let her rip, cross your fingers, right? So, you drive differently based on that. I mean, I did because I didn't want to break anything.
Yeah, I had to too because I didn't want to break.
So
the drag link or the tie rod or all that stuff that's just factory, right? It had a lift, right?
Yeah.
Springs maybe.
Yeah, leaf springs in the back, and it had 33s and a little bit of a lift. So that's it. It's real limited experience. So, I can't tell you which is better. I can say that it is, I think a lot of people have this experience that, being in the same seat of the same vehicle for a long time, you really get a feel for it and you get to know it. But I think a lot of that experience that you gain is going to transfer to anything you drive. I mean, shit, I drive my truck differently. after all the, technical stuff that we've done on trails. I mean, I use my mirrors differently. I mean, you get, at least me, you start to feel more in your ass.
Of what your vehicle's doing, regardless of it.
Yeah, the attitude of the vehicle. You can feel, traction, no traction. Where you're hung up. You can kind of feel it. If you're on your frame, your slider, your belly, your differential, because they all feel different. So I think some of that, at least, is going to transfer over. If you're driving different ones, then, you're dealing with different wheelbases, different widths, different equipment.
Weights,
right?
Like you said, yeah.
Like that
power.
That shit box didn't have any, just stock steering. A little pencil, tie rod, and, all of that stuff, so.
Yeah, I think it transfers pretty well, right? There's a couple videos, two that Kevin has put up recently, Crazy K's, right? He was in his YJ. Him and Jeremy went to Delta Rock and competed in that competition, and he was in his YJ, and they won stock. So, right, that experience, and I don't know how many vehicles you've been in, Kevin. I know two, right? The XJ and then the buggy, and then the YJ, so three. But then also he posted that one of him in that flat fender. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool. I mean, I hate flat fenders, but it's different thing. Man, he wheeled the hell out of that thing. So it definitely transfers.
The flat fender steal your girlfriend? What is it? Where is this coming from? This hatred. Unsafe at any speed? What's your problem?
Yeah, I don't like that they don't have a roll cage at all. And that one that Kevin was in, my understanding is that they finally talked that guy into putting in a basic one, at least.
Yeah, just a hoop, at least, over your dome. Something.
Right? And I get it. Those are capable and things, but it just seems dangerous to have a lap belt and nothing over you.
Life's dangerous.
Doesn't have to be. They make cages. You can build a cage.
You can slip and fall in the bathtub and, Anyway.
It's true, too.
Safety is a good thing. I'm kidding. So, all this experience in your current rig.
We ought to go try that.
Try what?
Right? It's really going to fuck you probably, but we ought to go switch vehicles. Got on something we know.
No, I'm right-handed.
Yeah. Right? Like maybe Doug's. Go try Doug's and each other's just to see for funsies. Yeah. Record a little bit of it. See what happens.
I can't drive left-handed.
You don't know. You haven't tried. Right? That might be fun.
Yeah.
Like something that's not too hard, but that we're comfortable with. We know the obstacles.
Yeah. Well, you're going to want a new Jeep after that. Just saying.
That hurts. That hurts. I don't think I'm going to want a school bus that weighs 8,000 pounds. You may change your mind.
It feels like you're in a semi.
Maybe not the right-hand part, but the lighter, shorter.
Maybe.
Yeah.
All right. So what do you, the listener at home?
Yeah, tell us your experience, right?
You think it's better one way or the other? Multiple rigs over, let's say, a decade, or a single rig over a decade, or is all that seat time relative and transferable to whatever you're driving?
You know what's an interesting thing too? And I guess this is based off a true story. This is kind of a random tangent, but I don't know if we talked about it. There's a movie called Gran Turismo out, based off the video game. And my understanding is real, that Sony really did this. So they had people that played that game, like hardcore gamers, and put them in the real vehicles. And because that game was so well done, that a lot of that experience transferred into real driving. People that had never driven those types of cars. And in the movie, they were using GTRs, I think, until they moved to F1s or something. But it transferred over.
Kind of like Guitar Hero.
No, not like Guitar Hero. I mean, maybe a little.
No, Guitar Hero doesn't transfer over to playing the guitar.
Maybe a little.
Not at all. Not even a little bit. Well, it's good. I don't know if I would, my kid plays video games. I don't know if I'd, turn over the keys and say, do that thing you did on your video game. But if you're Sony, you have the money, I guess, to
Well, they did it. It's
deal
a real
with
thing.
Whatever it happens.
So, I don't know.
Well, that's
I don't know.
interesting. I mean, I've often wondered about that, right? Because, a lot of stuff has simulators.
No
Really
off-road
nice.
simulators, though. Someone could get on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dennis at Terraflex develop
Yeah, an off-road
an
sim.
off-road simulator.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Well, what about RC crawlers and Jeeps? Aren't those kind of like
No.
Aren't those simulators?
No.
Why?
There's no risk involved.
Some of those things are expensive.
That's true. Those planes, those RC planes there's some money in them. And I know the RC vehicles are too, but I think the risk is what, at least in that separates. I mean, you're out in the environment, and I bet actually you do learn a little bit, seeing it, understanding lines, and
Yeah, I think the way some of them are built, the articulation, maybe rear steer, that kind of thing. But I don't know how relative they are weight-wise.
right.
If those proportions, front and rear, where the engine is, and our wheels and tires, like, are they heavy? Like on,
I don't.
some
think
of
so.
these buggies, and on my rig, where you've got a 42-inch tire on a
I don't think proportionally they match.
yeah. So
Right, you can have a 42-inch tire, RC tire that's big, but the weight's not going to be comparable.
right. So is it really? And you're not feeling it in your seat.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
The seat of your
you don't
pants.
feel it, and there's not the
You don't
risk
feel
that
it
you fall
in
into
your
a crack.
feet and in your. Ooh,
Did you
pardon
feel
me.
that?
Yeah, right. You don't feel it in your hands, right? You have all these points of contact with your body and your rig, especially when you're rock crawling, if it's technical or
And you don't
sketchy.
get that feeling in your stomach when you're
Yeah,
at a bad angle or topping out over something and you don't know what's on the other side.
yeah. Worst thing that's going to happen is somebody's going to step on it.
Yeah, so that's kind of my point, where it might not be quite as relative.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't think that's a transferable skill. Although I think if you go the other way, the skill that you have driving, right, you can probably transfer it. Because some of the stuff, the steering, picking lines and stuff, yeah, you probably. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I have zero intention of finding out. So,
Zero. Not even a little.
not even a little. So you RC guys are going to have to fill us in. Right? Because, we know a few. I know a few.
Of real RC guys that do it, like
Yeah.
that have good builds? Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm not going to name any names. I'm not going to out you guys in a public forum. But, yeah, and people get into it, man. They customize them and they buy, aftermarket parts. And, like, man, it's a whole thing.
Yeah, they can get expensive.
It's like furries. It's a whole thing.
Boy.
A whole subculture. Who knew? Anyway, All right. Yeah.
That derailed.
Off into the weeds we go.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let us know your thoughts on
Yeah. What's your thoughts
seat
on
time, RC driving,
seat time over everything?
video game, simulator driving. How does this all coalesce into something more intelligent than what we've been trying to talk about?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you.
Yeah, man. See you on the trails.